Hi, everyone. We're playing the Ace Attorney trilogy, although we'll just be playing Ace Attorney currently. Move on to the other two games in the trilogy later. We need to get through them all first.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I have played the entire trilogy myself. Dragon.
I've only played a bit.
And that was quite a while ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And pretty much, if I forget anything, it has also been a while since I've played the game. I have played near enough every nearly every Ace Attorney game, apart from the great Ace Attorney ones, because at the time they were only available in Japan, and we've only recently bought it. But we're going to play the trilogy first. Or at least upload them first, you know. It's just how it is. Alright. Are we ready to start our new game?
In a second.
In a second, everyone.
Okay, let us begin.
Woo! Here we are. I think she dead. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it.
Uh-huh. Boy, am I nervous.
Right.
Oh! Hi, Chief!
Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well.
Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favour? You mean you knew the defendant before the case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
Yeah, if you can't tell, we're just going to be mostly reading through the dialogue and practicing our voice acting, kind of. It's over! My life, everything is all over!
There.
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, that's him.
Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah.
Nick!
Hey! Hey there, Larry!
Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die!
What? What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her! I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away!
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you.
Ooh.
My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one.
This lady dead.
A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school.
Thank you, Switch, for letting us know.
Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has an knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck.
Poor baby.
But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That's an I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do.
Alright, here we go. You can be the judge. Otherwise you'll just be Phoenix most of the time.
I swear before we started recording, you said you'd be Phoenix and I'd be everyone else.
I think you could do a better old man voice than me.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. How's that?
Yeah, that's pretty. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor!
The, defense is ready, Your Honor?
Why are you laughing?
Ahem!
Why are you laughing at my voice?
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor, I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct... Let's try again, this old man hasn't got his teeth in straight. Blech. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Wait. Why?
You can answer it if you want. What are you asking? You're stuck on the first question?
Okay, my brain is not working into...
You're the defense attorney.
So he's the defendant?
Yes.
I'm aware. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh! No way! I forgot! Don't get out of blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Cinder block.
Cindy.
And if you click R for profiles, there she is.
Stone. Oh, sweetie.
Well, she's a model, so not surprising.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object.
Yeah, we all saw that.
She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you! Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed! That's for sure!
Oh boy.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor!
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Why were you laughing when I started doing his voice?
I wasn't.
Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, Mr. Payne!
Yes,
the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony!
Didn't they all die?
Yes. I wasn't dumped. She was just wasn't taking my phone calls. Wasn't seeing me. Ever.
Wasn't you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean as by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Very nice.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men, like me, who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Wait to see what happens. Stop him from answering. I think I'll stop him from answering.
Go on then. Stop him from answering.
My client had no idea that the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy. This is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly?
Yeah, it would look bad if you hide it, I would say.
I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth!
Yeah, I was there. I went. Oh my god, he totally killed her.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. That's why I did the voice like that.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying! The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. He's a liar.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant flee the scene of the crime with a shrubbery.
I just realised that's what it sounds like.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sword to the stand.
Dragon's pulling a face at the name. Did you forget that, like, nearly every name is a pun in this?
Yep.
Mr. Soret, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes.
They don't like you.
Maybe.
Mr. Sword, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Here's my account. Oh. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead! I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. I like how you instantly went, without the...
Harry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function properly. Normally. Sorry. The phone that Mr. Soret used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. I realize that there is a problem. I'm very bad at reading.
And both of you are wearing glasses.
Oh,
Now,
thanks.
Mr.
Oh god,
Wright.
they're in the same bloody shape too, near enough.
Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradiction evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face!
So you said contradiction, not contradicting.
Sorry.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I don't need to say that. That's
Yep, no.
instructions. It's weird when I do that.
Okay.
So do you want to review the evidence first, or do you want to re-review his...
I'd like to review my evidence. How do I do this?
Ah.
Let's present, though.
Yeah, you can still bring it up. So...
Right. 10 deaths.
So she died between
4 p.m. She died between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m.
There's a contradiction there. Didn't he say it was 1 p.m?
Yeah, he did. And also, he said that the phone wasn't working because in her apartment, but he also said he didn't go in.
Well...
And the blackout was from noon to 6 p.m.
Yeah, it would have been fine. The blackout stands, but...
I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, go back, find that one.
I want to press him on this. Because...
No. There's no point. There's no need to press him when you already know what the...
I want to present...
The autopsy report. Present that shit. Yeah, you got it. The music stopped.
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death as sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m.
Not the time to make jokes, Phoenix.
How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time!
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Quite a fair judge considering he's letting him make another testimony after being proved to be a liar already. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Liar!
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right, you know what to do.
I've got this one.
Clearly.
Yes, I do.
The judge is really dumb. He's like, oh yes, of course, you heard it on the same program. There was a backup, you moron!
Wait.
Yeah, present the blackout thing to that, I would say. There we are.
Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The hair flip.
I know, right? It's sexy.
The defense has a point.
Damn right.
Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait! I remember now!
Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
At least he's
and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honour. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. I really wanted to press him on the fact that he went inside the victim's apartment.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly! Wait a minute. No, at no point has anybody said that the Thinker statue was a clock.
Yeah, so...
How...
So, there was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Next. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to...
Present
the murder weapon. It's a statue.
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence! Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness
stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So you're all incompetent. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yes! You have to touch it!
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand.
Damn right!
Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Which one do I do?
Well, it'd have to be the thinker, surely. Oh, press back. I think you opened that up by accident.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You're lying. You went inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one that killed her.
Oh shit.
You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard. No, I mean, I saw. Ah! Shut up! I hate you. What are you, a child? Shut up! I hate you. It's like fucking Love Actually. Hi guys, I brought presents. I'm leaving now.
I hate Uncle Jamie.
I hate Uncle Jamie.
You got presents.
I just love the fact he threw his toupee at Phoenix and he was just like,
Ugh.
you fucking what, mate?
Are you fucking serious, mate? It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him death.
Order! Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright? Your Honor? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor? The sound Mr. Sawyer heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply
Use the fucking.
try sounding the clock.
Yeah.
Like any sound insane person! Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
Beep.
I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawyer heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawyer, try to talk your way out of this one.
Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I supposed to prove that? Damn it. That was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. No, I don't. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you
Indict. Yeah.
Thank you. Indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Yeah,
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Yeah, I mean, Chief!
Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think!
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you still can't win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow. And think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? You must have the evidence somewhere.
Let him have it!
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course! There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves the clock was running slow.
The passport.
The passport!
Because either way...
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours.
Not the case for us.
When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast.
Woo!
The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. Excuse me, one moment.
That would be food. This happens a lot.
Back in we go. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Yeah.
I'm concerned. I think you should see a doctor.
Order! Order, I say!
I think Mr. Didder needs to go to the hospital.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He's dead. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
Not guilty! Woo! Celebrations! Yeah!
and with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find
And smacked her on the noggin.
Phew, I still can't believe we won.
Right, good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over!
Larry! You're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, I mean bad! Bad! Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Sydney Winnie's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Yeah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this blog for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Does that make you want to cry?
Larry?
Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta be sympathise with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathising, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? What the fucking thinker?
Yeah.
Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is a clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she travelled.
Whatever, she probably just needed the clock, that's all. Yeah.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take travelling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realise things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part, at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Wink, wink.
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends."
Yeah, it is.
But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the centre of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Bum bum ba. The end. Well, there we go. That is the first case in, Rude. In Ace Attorney.
Ah, yes!
Well, as you can see, Dragon got as far as turnabout goodbyes.
I'll just put it there.
Ooh, you were playing this ages ago. Oh, just so you know, like, the date on her Switch is out. We're not actually recording this in August.
Yeah, the date on my Switch is...
And the time, actually. It's not
very
1 in
much
the
out.
afternoon. It's
Yeah, date and
Animal
time is up.
Crossing.
Yeah, Animal Crossing. We time travel.
And currently we're trying to... Oh, at least we were trying to catch up. No! 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 Don't go any further. Right. Thank you all for watching so much. Be sure to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed us playing the first part of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Mm-hmm.
We certainly will be back for more, because we like it.
Yes, 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 yes.
And you can cry over silly names and my bad reading.
Well, please consider subscribing to our Patreon to support us if you like what we make here. We will be back with reviews at some point.
Yeah.
However, if the Patreon is too expensive at this time, please consider a one-off donation on our Ko-fi to help a poor tea-wench today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. At least my reading will not get better with that, but who cares? We'd love to have this as a full-time job. Love you all. And for now, there'll be no objections anymore because Lime is out.
Dragon out.